Hello, other friends. Thank you so much for checking in and welcome back to my channel. I'm Hildy McQueen. I write romance of all genres, seems like. I write romance, Western historical, Western contemporary. I also write Highlanders and a couple of pirate stories. And as my other pen name, which is H.M. McQueen, I have a paranormal romance that I am really enjoying right now. So that's what today's talk is going to be about, as I do my drive-in chat, because I don't seem to have any time to sit down, edit and print. Not edit and print, edit and upload and do all that stuff. So I thought, well, I have a bunch of running around to do, and as I'm driving, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the subject of multi-genres. So there are two schools of thought. One school of thought is write whatever you think is your passion, whatever you think is best for you, whatever you think you would like to write about, and it doesn't matter what genre it is or what different pen name you use, that kind of stuff. Use the same pen name and write whatever your heart desires. And I don't know, sometimes I do agree with that and other times I don't. And I guess in a way I'm doing that because Hildy McQueen, under that pen name, I write romance, but I've written up to 5 subgenres of romance, the Western historical being my main subgenre, but then I write contemporary Western romance. I write Highlander romance. I have 2 pirate books out, which are I want to say, I think it's even before Regency times, in the 1700s, so maybe Edwardian, or Georgian romance. I have a Georgian romance out. So under Hildy McQueen, I pretty much say I write romance, but most of my genre is focused in the Western historical romance, and then an even smaller subgenre of mail order bride romance. So that being said, I think that a reader that comes to my page would pretty much know what they're getting into, and that it's going to be Western romance, either historical or contemporary, because of most of the covers are that. Now I've decided, of course, I want to write another genre, but this is going to be a larger genre that is very, in my opinion, different than what I've gotten right now in my catalog. So that is the reason why I've decided to venture and use a different pen name for my paranormal romance. And the reason for that, mainly to me, is that when readers look me up as Hildy McQueen, they will know that that is the romance, straight romance with no otherworldly people. But when you look up H.M. McQueen, then you will get some sort of paranormal, romantic romance, but with mostly paranormal elements. So I don't know, I'm really curious to see how this works out. So far, HM, under my pen name of H.M. McQueen, I have 4 cozy paranormals that I wrote for with a friend, writing in her world, when we used to have Kindle World, and now it has changed over to a universe over in Drafted Digital, and so I left my books in there. So have those four cozy paranormals, and then I had been invited to write another cozy paranormal for a book box set. So I wrote Citaspell for that, and so that has been released on its own now. So the books that I am reviewing right now and about to re-release are straight up paranormal / urban fiction full-length books that will be released in May. I'm thinking I'm going for May. It might be late April, but these books are straight paranormal, very hard, a lot harsher language, a lot of action, a lot, in the scale of 1 to 5, as far as sexual explicitity, is probably a 4, where my Western historicals are only maybe a 2, if that. So it's very, very different, and for that reason, I really feel more comfortable those books being under H.M. McQueen. And so, like I said, that I have a series of 4 books. There's a 5th one that needs to be written that I will be working on this year. So I've changed my entire I'm turning to work on those this year, but keep putting it off. And it hurts me not to release these books, because in my opinion, they are totally different voice. They're fun, and I just going back over them again. I'm like been so excited about listening to the stories and how much fun they are and how different they are. And so it has kind of woken up that side of me, and I'm excited to get those 4 up and release those, and then get the 5th one written and up as well. And then I have an Enchanted series. Again, the first 2 books are written. The 3rd book, which wraps up that trilogy, is about done, and those books I will start reviewing and rewriting. Have never been edited. Those will be going to editor, and also later on this year, and I plan to release those by the winter. So lots of changes, and I'm excited. I really am. I think as a creative, you guys understand that excitement of the newness of a project. And I finished when I finished my last bride book, mail order bride book, it was the 9th or 10th, maybe 12th mail order bride that I've written, including the Brides for All Seasons and then other projects. I want to say it was 12 mail order bride books, and then I had written a couple, 4 or 5 other historicals. So, about 20 books in, I was kind of at a place where I felt like I was writing a lot of the same books over and over again. So I think this departure into paranormal for a while, and then when I go back to my Western writing, I am going to be seeing it with fresh eyes and new perspective. And I have a series that I was going to be releasing for the Outlaws, an Outlaw series, and I'm still going to do the Outlaw series, but that one will be coming out next year instead of this year. So it's still going to be produced, but because I wanted the Outlaws to be not like the mail order brides, but more fast-paced, more brash. These guys are not mail order bride wimps. They are going to be more take charge alpha males. I needed to depart away for a little bit to be in the world of paranormal, because if you read or write paranormal, then that world, and lots of times you can't just sit around and wait for the hero to come along and they casually bump into each other in a coffee shop. That crap does not happen in paranormal. In paranormal, there's lives on the line, there's death, imminent death, danger around every single corner. So exciting times. I am trying for the first time a Thai boba. There's this new bubble tea place in my town. If you guys don't know what bubble tea is, it's like a milky tea, Asian tea. And a lot of them are made with taro root, or they have mango fruity ones and whatever, different kinds. I like the milky ones. This one is called Thai tea, Thai, Thai. And they all have these tapioca bubbles, like tapioca balls. I don't know how to explain them, at the bottom. And so when you're drinking your milk tea, you'll get one of those in your straw. You don't have to get the if you're not a fan of tapioca, then you probably wouldn't want them, but I am a fan of tapioca. So my little ball. Look at my ball. Looks like a blueberry, but it's pudding, tapioca. Yeah, lots of fun stuff going on in my world. I am going to be doing progress reports on how it's going. So this is week 1. So let me tell you my progress report for week 1. I am reviewing the first of my Immortal series, and it's I think it's 70 or 80,000 word book. I am about into chapter 4 of reviews, The book has been edited and twice and proofread and everything. I just am going back through it to familiarize myself with that world, because I want to read all four before I start writing the fifth one, because I haven't written those books since, I think, in 4 years. So the whole series was written 4 years ago. So I wanted to familiarize myself with that whole storyline again and get to know the heroes and the heroines well enough so that I can start book 5, which is their leader's book. And you guys know, I don't know if you guys read like the Dark Hunters and all that, but when it came to be Acheron's story, we were all hyped up for it, and we wanted a certain type to be his. Everybody had a different idea who his heroine was going to be. So, and of course, some of us were like, yay, and some of us were like, that's not who I wanted. So I'm kind of nervous about him and about his heroine. So yeah, I'm nervous and excited. And so my progress report for this week is that I will be finished reviewing that entire book before the end of the week and start on the prequel, reviewing that one, because the prequel is a shorter novella, and well, not novella, but it's probably like almost full length. It's probably like 150 pages, so probably novella. And that one will be done, I hope to do both the novella and the first in the book, the first full length, by the end of this week. So next Monday, when I give you guys an update, I will let you know how it's going and what my status is and how I did on the review of those books and how I still feel about the stories. Your job is to sit down and decide what you guys are doing with your books this week, or in whatever job you do, on Mondays, and towards the the beginning of the month. This is the first full week of May, so let's sit down, look over our plan for the month, and decide, well, how much do I want to make this month? What all am I going to accomplish this month? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't make a list of 20 things, but at least 5 things, 3 to 5 things that you will accomplish this month. What goal? 3 or 4 goals. How much do you want to make? 3 or 4 goals. Things you plan to accomplish, and then also things that you need to look at, review. What kind of promotions and marketing are you doing this month? Sit down and look at all that. As far as my promotions and marketing, I'm going to be doing a BookBub. I'm going to be working and I'm brushing up my BookBub ads. So I plan to do 2 BookBub ads. I am going to be keep an eye out and let me know if you see a BookBub ad for Isabel, an Independent Bride, and then I plan to do a BookBub ad for my short, for my paranormal. I'm either going to do my paranormal novella or the Bride Quartet that I am about to promote and put on sale. So I'm still trying to decide which of those 2 I will be promoting. I want to do something different, so I might be doing the first the for sure Isabel, and then either a contemporary or a paranormal BookBub to start getting my HM name out there, so more people start becoming familiar with HM McQueen. And for those of you that don't follow both of my pen names, I have an HM McQueen profile on Facebook and a HM McQueen page, as well as a Hildy McQueen profile and page. So look me up, and thank you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in, and hasta la vista. I'm about to go into the chiropractor. Bye-bye.